Everyone, so today I'm gonna be showing you how I was able to do this hair myself. It was kind of inspired by Winnie Harlow, the really long 36 inches locks with the waves in the front, and as you can see it's reaching like the mid section of my tie, and I'm gonna be showing you guys how I was able to achieve this look. So let's get into the video. So you would need the shine and jam gel, which I use to help me like put my hair in place and just make the look cleaner. You also need like this wild growth oil to give your hair a more shinier look and, you know, bring it out a bit and also grow your hair. And a tail comb to, you know, section the parts of your hair. So right now this is the parts I am going to use. They're not too small, not too big, that kind of size. You can make yours bigger if you want, but this was the size I chose. So my hair isn't chunky in the front because I like it flat. So I basically just, you know, went on with the clips to put the other hairs out of the way so I could focus on the one I needed to focus on to make the hair. So that's exactly what I did. So yeah, this is literally just me making the part clean. Just make the part clean, but you don't necessarily have to make the sections box and organized. You can just make them whatever shape you want to just give you a more like rough look, but also just make the part clean so it's clean enough to, you know, look new for the first few weeks of having the hair done. So I just use the shine and jam right here to give it a really clean look on the path and also hold all the hair together. That's literally what I did in this whole path. And then after making sure the section was good enough, I braided the hair. You can braid it at first and twist it if you don't really know how to braid your hair, or make sure your twist is really, you know, secure. And I was just using the shine and jam to like make the hair very straight while I braid it so it's not too rough. So if you can braid, try twisting, but it may not really hold as well as braiding, but I guess you can try that. Then I used the shine and jam to just, you know, put everything aside and make it clean. You're using the brush. Now this is like my hair finished. I went off camera to like get everything done so I could be faster. So that's literally it. And this is the hair I use. It's called the Faux Locs sole. The sole is very important because that's what makes the hair really soft and, you know, makes it light on the head. So right now I have all of them here. They're all long right now because I already added the additional one to make it long for the 36 inches. So right now I'm just doing the basic crochet method where you put the crochet hook through your hair and you get the crochet hair and put it on the hook, and then you close the latch and pull it through basically. So that's exactly what I'm doing, closing the latch and then pulling it through the hair. It was a struggle to do this on camera, guys, I'm sorry, but yeah, just close the latch and then pull it through. That's it. And after that has been done, you would pull through your hair, your actual hair, and the crochet hair through that hole. That's what I was trying to show. The hair and the crochet hair goes through the hole, and then you pull it through, and then you drag the faux locks to secure the hair. So that's how the hair is really secured. You drag it well and tight. Now this is kind of the more complicated part. You have to just look for which side. It's actually not that hard. Look for the side where you are unraveling the curl of the locks, and when you find out what direction you unravel the locks, that's how you're gonna know where to start wrapping the hair. So that's literally what I was looking for. I think it was just harder because I was using the camera. So you figure out what part of the hair is unraveling. Just when you figure it out, then you wrap it. That's exactly what I did. I unraveled it and wrap. As I just kept going to the end of my hair, I unraveled it and then wrapped it around. And then the more you start doing it, the more it gets easier, because then you figure out how the hair unravels. Since it's a curl, just look for what section. Try the counterclockwise and the clockwise direction and find out like which path is the path that unravels the hair basically. And when you do that, you just keep wrapping it over and over your hair, and then it wraps around the hair and forms the lock on the hair, and your hair is hidden inside the lock basically. And that's what I did till I reached the end, and I tucked in the end of the hair of my actual hair into the lock to hide it and put it in place. And I stretched it out to give it a very rough looking kind of dread. And that's it. That's it for that. I will still show more on how I did it to give a more detailed look, but that was literally, it wasn't too hard. Now that's the end of the hair. It's pretty short, 18 inches. So to make it 36 inches, we're adding another 18 inches onto the hair. So you unwind the bottom of the hair there, you open it up, and when you do, you attach, when I opened it up, I attached another unraveled, like I opened up a whole lock because it's twisted, right? I opened it up like into like a long line and found like the midsection of the hair like that. Make sure it was aligned and everything. Then I put it on top of the unwound part of the hair that's already on my head, and then I made a knot. I made at least 2 to 3 knots regarding on how secure you want it to be. And when you do that, we would then start wrapping it around to make a complete lock hair. And one thing I really love about locks is that it doesn't need to be clean. Like it can look whatever, like however you can do it. So you don't have to make it like a clean look. It just has to look, you know, done. But yeah, that's how long it became, like midsection of my thigh. Now this is also important. You don't want the hair that you tie to bulge out, so you make sure you hold it into one of the lock like I did, so that you can wrap it around and hide it. So that's exactly what I did, so it doesn't like make like a bulgy appearance and whatnot. So after I held it into one part of the lock, I just kept, you know, wrapping it around all through, and whatever feels comfortable for you. So like if you want to wrap it the left way or the right way, however, just make sure you're holding it with both your thumb and your index finger, and then you're wrapping it around with the other finger. And I used my neck. It was kind of funny. I used my neck to help me because it was so long. I couldn't just keep going down. So I just had to, you know, shrink it a little and put my neck as like a way to secure it on my shoulder so I could wrap around the end. And as I got to the last part, there was some hair flinging around, so I had to wrap it up, and then I used the lighter to burn it and give it more like a secure look so it doesn't unravel. So after that, I stretched it out, and yeah, just showing the length and everything. Now this part, I'm going to show you how I did the front to give you a more detailed look. So exactly like the other one, but I just wanted to show you the crochet method again. So put it through the latch, the hook, and close the latch, and then you put your hair and the crochet hair into the hole. So I was trying to show you there. That's the crochet hair pass through, then hold it with your actual hair, then pass it through the hole. And then when you pass it through the hole, you're pulling out the faux locks to give a secure look. And when you pull that out, it makes it secure. Then now we have to figure out what part of the hair are we unwinding to wrap it around. So that's what I was doing. I was looking for the part of the hair that unwound, and when I found that, I wrapped it around. So that was literally it. So you see me going back and forth because I was trying to look for how the hair unwinds. Then when I found it, I held it in position, and then I started wrapping, because that's important so you don't lose the unwound curls, because it curls back really fast. So I was showing you my finger position, my index finger and my thumb holding the hair, my actual hair, while I wrap around the faux locks around my actual hair. So that's exactly what I did all through. So you unravel and wrap, unravel and wrap. actually isn't that hard when you get used to it. It's just hard when you start, but after a while it gets like into like your subconsciousness and you just keep doing it without even realizing. But it's harder to do it on camera. That's why I was really taking my time. But you just unravel and wrap, literally. And make sure you take your time because it can get a little frustrating, but you get it. So I was showing you that I use my index and my thumb because those were the most essential fingers for me while I did the hair, unless it would have been harder to do, I guess. So yeah. So just make sure you take your time and just keep moving while you reach the end of your hair. And as you get to the end, you want to tuck your hair into the lock, because that's the only way I could do the last part, because my nails were too long to like wrap it out again. So I just tucked it in, then stretched the hair to give you a longer and more frizzier lock look, and then that was basically it, literally. And then the front part looks flat enough for me, and I was like, okay, that's good. So I went in with the wild growth oil just to help make my hair look shinier and neat, because I don't like it looking ashy and stuff. So yeah. Now this is the free tress hair, braiding hair I used. I used it for the front portion of my hair to give that curly wave in front, because I really like that look. So I got one strand of the hair. You don't need too much of this hair, honestly. Got one strand and I cut it in half. So yeah, that's just me looking for the scissors. I cut it in half with the scissors. And then after cutting it, you would make sure that the hair is not too thick, because it looked quite thick and you don't want a thick hair in front of your hair. So I divided it into like another portion to make it as thin as possible. Then I cut it again. Now I'm making like the shape for how it's gonna stay in front of my hair, and also to see like the length, to see if it's like not too short and stuff. So I did one side of my hair. I'm going to show you the other side of my hair in more detail. So I got the hair, bent it over like that, so I'm able to crochet, because I crocheted it into my hair. So I put the crochet hook through the lock, through like the front part of the lock, or actually my hair. Whatever part you choose is fine, as long as it's staying somewhere. Then I put it on the hook, close the latch. And this is very important, guys. I didn't put both hairs in. I only put one hair. So I held it and I pulled through only one part of the hair through my hair, my actual hair. And then I made like a couple knots, like 2 to 3 knots, to give it a secure hold onto my hair. So the reason why you only pass through one hair is so you can actually make a knot, because you're not passing through like a crochet hair. You're passing through like the curly hair. So you can have like 2 strands where you can tie a knot, basically. And that's exactly what I did. Now I'm just trying to make sure the curl looks good, because it didn't really look too nice to me. So I just kept rolling it around, twisting it around to give like a nice curl in front. I still wasn't satisfied. I just kept doing it anyways. So just to give a really good curl part in front. And so yeah, that's literally the finished look. I just adjusting it around, giving it a flatter look, and you know, putting it in a good position and everything. Now I'm just accessorizing, you know, use whatever you like. I got this from the local beauty supply store, and yeah, I'm just attaching it onto my hair. I got the bigger ones because it was like a bigger bigger locks, sorry. So you just get whatever accessory you like and, you know, attach it, put it where. So don't make it excessive unless it will look too much. But if you like it looking excessive, please, honey, go on, do you. But I really don't like the accessories being too much, because I know they'll fall off, because I'm a very, very careless person, and I lose a lot of accessories a lot. So I try to put as little as possible. And now I just went in with my edge control, because this is the only edge control that can ever pull my hair down. I also put that in the description below because that thing is so good. So I just get it and just use it at the sides of my hair, because my hair, I'm going to wear my hair down for the most part, and my edges don't need to be done all the way because no one will see anyways. So I just did the sides where I think will show if I pull my hair back, and yeah, and just made it look clean and everything. So nothing crazy, just made it look clean. And then yeah, we're done. Simple. Looking good. All right guys, thank you so much for watching my YouTube video. We're gonna be doing a lot of style inspo, outfit, aesthetics, everything. So you know, stick around. Let's be families. Let's grow together and everything. So if you don't mind subscribing, and please comment down in the section below any questions you have regarding this hair, and I'll be more than welcome to answer every single comment, every single one. So yeah, thank you. Bye.